Okay, welcome to JC Connect. In the previous class, we were discussing about the uh, acceptance of the tenders and um, scrutiny of the tenders. I think we have finished this scrutiny of the tenders. Okay, so based on the comparative statement, usually the lowest tender is accepted. That we already know. Okay, as I said, is that always it will go with L1. Okay, means the lowest will get the or it will be awarded to the lowest person. Okay, very important, the comparative statement has to be prepared. Okay, so in comparative statement, for example, L1, L2, L3, L4. Okay, so so what kind of work, how much he is quoting, so what kind of conditions are there with that first person, second person, third person, fourth person, whether if we award L1, whether it is feasible. Okay, so that is the thing, always you have to prepare the comparative statement. Okay, then while accepting the tender accepting authority shall satisfy the following regarding the tenders. Okay, one is the financial capacity of each tender. Okay, whether he is going to complete complete that work within a stipulated time or not. Okay, whether he is having the sufficient money to carry out that. Okay, that the um, the authority has to check all those things. Okay, then whether he is capable, that you have to check. Then post record as a contractor, such as experience, procurement of laborers, that you have to check it out. Okay, for valid reasons a tender other than the lowest can be accepted. Very important, this statement is very important. The tender other than the lowest can be accepted. Okay, always it will be lowest. The fact is to be recorded with full reasons. Okay, a report on this to be submitted to the next higher authority. A suitable reason is also mentioned in the comparative statement. Okay, the tender accepting of himself has a sign on the comparative statement and record his remarks. Okay. Two tenders have quoted with the same lowest rate. See, this is important. If the two tenders are quoted at the same lowest rates, then when all the tenders have quoted abnormally high rates, sometimes only one tender may be respond to the tender call. Okay. Here also, if both have quoted, for example, if it is uh, total estimated cost is assumed that estimated cost is 10 lakhs. Suppose if they have quoted for both, okay, 9.5, 9.5. Okay. Sometimes uh, they may call these two peoples and negotiate it. Okay. Or or what will happen is that uh, they may go with against scrutiny. So who is the best among two? Okay, with all the reasons and recommendations, that can also be selected or that can be called. But normally, um, uh, they will call both the people. So as for the rules and regulations are there for them, it will be applicable. Then contractor. For contract to be valid, there must be an offer from an owner in the form of tender notice to get some specified work to be executed. There must be an acceptance from the contractor to execute the work. Both the offer and the acceptance must be defined and legal. Most of the contract or tender notice, it has to be done in the newspapers. Okay. According to that, they have to apply. Then some of the contract documents. When the tender of the contractor is accepted, an agreement between a contractor and the owner has to be made, and the documents defining the rights and obligations of the owner and the contractor are attached to the agreement bond, and this is called a contract document. So with a bond of 100 rupees. Okay, sometimes if the cost of the project is more, it is 500 to 1000 rupees. Stamps are also available. So depending on the cost of the work, cost of the estimated, so they will go with the um, contract document. This is very important. Bond. There they will mention the owner or the government authority has to mention the rights and obligations involved. Very important. Rights and obligations. Okay. What's the rights is having to execute any of the works, or is there any obligations to execute that kind of work? So that has to be clearly specified. So each page of the contract document bears the signature of the contractor and the accepting authority. That is, sign has to be done first for the contractor and the authority or the owner. Okay, it has to be done. Suppose if any corrections, if they are going to do it on that corrections, both the signatures are are required. Both the signatures are required. Okay. So the contract document must contain title page, name of the work, name of the owner, name of the contractor, contract agreement number, and contents. Okay. An index page, it contains an agreement with the reference pages. Okay. Then third one, that is tender notice. Normally I said it will be there in the newspaper. That copy, original copy, that has to be kept in that document, newspaper. Okay. Then the tender notice, I already said that it involves the brief description of work, estimated cost of work, date and time of receiving the tender. So that is amount of EMD, that is earnest money deposit and security deposit. I have explained the difference between EMD and the security deposit already. So EMD, it will be 1 to 2% normally, and it will be 5 to 10% security deposit. Okay. And the time of completion, etc. Okay. Then tender form, this I already explained. So what the tender form should consist, or what are the details will be there in the tender form. So it involves the bill of quantities. So normally we can call it as BOQs. Okay. Then this I'll tell later. Okay, how exactly it will be executed. Okay, in the offices. Then contractor's rate, total cost of the work, time of the completion, amount of security deposit. Okay, then schedule of issue of materials. Fifth one. So list of materials to be issued by the owner or the department to the contractor with the rates and the place of issue. Okay, rates and place of issue has to be um, recorded in the schedule. Okay, then detailed drawings, complete set of drawings including the plan elevation sections. Okay, which are fully dimensioned. Okay, then specifications, some of the general specifications which specify the class and type of the work and the quality of the materials. So detailed means, okay, for example, general specifications you have to go like cement of 53 grade. Okay, so that kind of things. Details means you have to give the reference number of the SR rate used. Okay, see, whenever I'm explaining about the SR book, so I showed that serial number 2.2.2 or 2.2.3, 2.2.4. It means that in 2.2.2 in the SR book 2020-21 PWD SR, like that it reference number will be there. That number has to be specified in detailed specification, but in general specification this is not required. Okay, cement of this much grade, that only you can specify it. Okay, and how exactly you are going to execute in the in detailed specification, that has to be mentioned. Then special conditions, depending on the nature of the work, access, some of the um, royalties including the rates, labor camp, labor amenities, compensation to the labor in case of accidents, etc. That has to be mentioned in the special conditions. Okay. Then pledge, always it will be there. Okay. Where it involves, the pledge involves the quality of work has to be executed, then with the time of completion, with quantity. Okay, that always it will be there. Then so different types of contracts, that includes first one, the lump sum contract, so cost plus a fixed percentage contract, then cost plus fixed fee contract. Okay, here it is fixed percentage contract, here it is fixed fee contract, then percentage rate contract, item rate contract, turnkey contract, cost plus sliding scale of fees, then negotiated contracts. So the lump sum contract. So in this system, the contractor undertakes the execution of specific work for a defined lump sum amount within a specified time period. Two things has to be listed here. Okay. Then lump sum work, lump sum contract means lump sum amount will be given, that is the contractors, and time bond will be there, for example 2 years, 1 year, just to complete, take this amount and you have to complete this work within 2 years, like that it will be there. Okay, on completion of the work, it is checked as per drawings and specifications, and if approved the amount is paid to the contractor. Okay. The quantities of various normal is not measured for construction of the some of the sculptures or decorative works. This system is adopted. A very small scale of work, this will be adopted. Then cost plus fixed percentage contract. So under this system, the contractor furnishes the labor and materials and completes the work for the actual total cost plus an agreement. This is an agreement percentage of it as the profit of the contract. Okay. So always whatever the cost will be there, for that some fixed percentage. Okay. That will be fixed. It will be percentage, whatever it will be fixed, and which will be added to the cost. Okay. Some type of contracts will be there. So this one, if the speed and the quality of the work is maintained in the system, but there is always a tremendous wastage of materials, as the contractor's aims is to increase the total cost of the work, because whatever this fixed percentage is there, it is based on the cost. Okay, if you increase the cost, okay, normally you will get the percentage more. So that is why always the tendency is towards the increase on the total cost of the work. Okay, so this system is adopted only in the case of emergency work, remember. Okay, Normally, this kind of things normally will not be promoted or it will not be um, given to any of the contractors. But in emergency works, it will be given. That too, very if it is less than boundary is there, less than 5 lakhs. Okay, it will be given. Then cost plus fixed fee contract. Okay, there it is fixed percentage based on the cost. Okay, but here it is fixed fee. So in this system, a fixed fee is given as a contractor's profit irrespective of the total cost of the work. So this is to control the tendency of the contractor to increase the cost of the project unnecessarily. So smaller the completion of the time, more is the profit, and hence the contractor hurry to complete the work and the quality of workmanship is not maintained. There, very important, the tendency is towards the increasing increasing the total cost. Okay, so time has no value here, but in the here always the contractor will be in a hurry to complete in very less time, very less time, because always is a fixed fee. It is nowhere connected with the cost. Okay, it is nowhere connected with the percentage based of the total cost. It is the fixed fee. Either it will be 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs or 1 crore. So some amount will be fixed. Target contract. So the contractor is paid a fixed fee on the prime cost basis for the work performed under the contract, and in addition he receives a percentage on the savings affected against either a prior agreed estimated total cost or target value arrived without changing the specification. So it was presumed that by proper management of the work, the contractor can reduce the cost of the work. But due to the tremendous increase in the cost of the materials, it never materialized, and hence the system is not getting popularity. Okay, this target contract is nothing but okay. First thing is the contractor is paid at a fixed fee on a prime cost basis for the work performed under the contract. Okay. Plus, in addition, he receives a percentage on the savings affected against either a prior agreed estimated total cost or a target value arrived without changing the specifications. So for example, you will be given the target like target complete um, the work for about 3 years. Okay. Suppose if you completed within 2.5 years, okay, some additional the for example the amount is for 3 years, then the amount is for again 0.5 years, means half years it remains for this whatever the savings will be there. So that savings or the interest related to that will be given to him. Okay, if he has achieved the target within the stipulated time with the quality of work. Remember, with the quality of work, it is like a appreciation for the contractor. Okay, but remember that he has to satisfy the terms and conditions which are there in the contract. Normal this won't be going to happen because as the time progresses, the cost of the material will be higher. Okay, and he has to complete within a stipulated time only. So percentage rate contract. So in this system, the contractors are required to quote a single percentage, either higher or the lower, at which he wants to execute the job. Okay. Here, scrutiny of the tenders become easier as the cement and steel is usually supplied by the department. Um, Chances of manipulation is less. Okay. This is the most commonly adopted system for contract in the different departments of our trades. Okay. Okay, next one, that is item rate contract. Normally this we can call it as the B2 system. Here the contractor gets the payment depending on the rate at which he was he has quoted every item of the work. Okay. It rather difficult to scrutinize the tenders submitted by the various bidders, and the system was hence modified. Now the department quotes the items of work along with their quantities, and the bidders are required to quote the percentage at which he can execute the various items. Okay. See, whatever this type of um, contract is nothing but it is based on the items. Okay. For example, if we have steel, assume that now it is as for SR rate it is 75,000 per ton it is there. Sometimes what will happen is that he may quote for the 74,000 per ton, but the quality has to be what grade that has to be satisfied. Okay. Sometimes he may quote 76 can give one, or sometimes they may reject, or sometimes they may accept also. Okay. So this is a little bit difficult types of systems because each tender, uh, each, for example, L1 is there, L2 is there, L3 is there. Each of this contractor for what material, how much he has quoted. So they have to check it out. Okay. Even L2, so what items they are adopting, how much they are quoting. Okay. So scrutiny of this is very difficult. Okay. Sometimes what will happen is that in L1 system, for example, steel quantity, you may quote lesser. Okay. In other cement, you may quote more. In other case, L2, cement he will quote less. Okay. Steel quote more. Then, how we are going to optimize the the contractor who is the best. So, this kind of systems, if you are doing it, it is very difficult to make the scrutiny during the uh, scrutiny stage. So labor contract. So this is the most commonly adopted systems for the construction of private individual buildings, the small cities. The contractor arranges all the necessary labor, tools and plants and equipments required. The materials are supplied by the owner, and he appoints an engineer to supervise the work to maintain the quality and economy of the construction. This system is suitable the works of government departments as they are in a privileged position to buy a large quantity of materials to cheap rates. Okay. Main thing is that this one large buy large quantity of materials at a cheaper rates. Okay. Then joint venture contract. So In case of huge important projects, the construction work can be categorized into different parts, and each part can be given to a specialized contractor in that field. This method improves the quality of the work, and the project can be completed within a short period of time. So then this project works can be divided among the different contractors, and hence joint venture system is of contract will be developed. For example, assume that you have three contractors are there. See, one contractor may be specialized in the construction of one part. Okay. For example, if we have water supply distribution network is there. If has one contractor is a good expert in construction of OHT, okay, the OHT will be awarded for them. Then, if anybody is good in laying the pipeline, then that work will be given to them. Then the overall project has to be executed with the help of the joint ventures. Okay. Then turnkey contract. So in this system, all the works related to the projects, including designing, planning, execution, are to be done by the contractor. Once the project is completed, it is handed over to the owner. The owner has to complete the transaction works and occupy the structure by simply turning the key, opening the door. Okay, complete all work, everything uh, has to be done only or handed over to the key. Okay, so this kind of contract we can call it as turnkey contract till end. Okay, it is like no need to come, no need to see the all the things had to during the execution and all those things. Only at the time of opening the door, okay, the owner has to come and he has to open the door with the help of the key. Okay, okay, these two systems we will discuss in the next class. Okay, so we have the different types of bills are there, how to create the vouchers in the departments. Okay, form number C, form number 6, that we will discuss in the next class.